Hello again, grade 1. Today's lesson is 12.6. Find shapes in shapes. And for this lesson, we're going to use our imagination. If we were in the classroom, we're going to use blocks. Because we're not. We're going to use our imagination and our eyes. So open your eyes wide enough to see with me. If I cut this star, if I cut the hand on the star, what are the shapes that I will get? Like this, I'm gonna cut the hands on the star. I'm gonna get triangles. Excellent. What is this shape inside? Who knows the name of this shape? It has 5 sides. This is the pentagon. Now, look at these shapes. What shapes can you see? What is this shape here? It looks like a house. When you look closely, it has a triangle on the top and a rectangle on the bottom. Now look at this shape here. This one also has a triangle on the top and a square on the bottom. Excellent. Now look at this shape here. This has a rectangle and a triangle on the side. Very good. Now, if you put a square and a square together, you will make a rectangle. How? You have to put the 2 squares on top of each other. You will make a rectangle. When you put 2 triangles together that have equal sides, you can make a square. Because these triangles have equal sides, they can make a square when you put them like this. And these 2 triangles, they don't have equal sides. So you cannot use them to make a square. When you put them together, you will make a rectangle. Like this, I'm gonna flip it first and then put the other one on the top. Like this, I made a rectangle. Now open with me page 701. In this page, we're going to use a hexagon and 2 triangles to build a new shape. So, I can use a hexagon and then 2 triangles. I can put 1 triangle on the top and another triangle on the bottom, and this is my new shape. Maybe you could do a different shape. Can you think of any different shape you can make with a hexagon and 2 triangles? Use the hexagon again, and you can put the 2 triangles on the sides like this. Can you name this shape? Well, it looks like a trapezoid, or a face with ears if you want. Now open the next page. Which 2 pattern blocks make this shape? The pattern blocks are thin blocks that we use to demonstrate 2D shapes. They are not like paper, but they are very thin. And we use them on our desk and we arrange them next to each other to make new shapes. Now, if you have this shape here, you can split them 1 line in this area to make a hexagon and a triangle. So what 2 shapes I can use to make this shape? I can use the hexagon and a triangle. So we circle a triangle and a hexagon because these 2 are a pattern block that we can use to make the shape. Now, for the first question, use 2 pattern blocks to make the shape. Draw a line to show your model and then color the shapes. Circle the blocks that you used. Well, if I put my line here, I can make 2 shapes. But my shape here looks like a trapezoid, but this shape here, I cannot give it a name, and it's not down here. So the line here is not suitable. I'm not gonna draw it here. I can make my line. Excellent, here. Why? Because I want to make 2 shapes, or I want to use 2 pattern blocks. The first shape I used is a hexagon, and the second one is a trapezoid. So I circled the hexagon and the trapezoid. I'm not gonna color here, but you're going to color and then take a picture of the pages that you colored and send it to me for checking. Okay? Now in this shape, number 2, where can we put the line to use 2 different blocks to make this shape? Well, I can put my line here. Excellent. And I can look after I put my line if my shapes are here. Yes, I can see this shape here. This, we call it a rhombus. Yes, there is another name for the diamond. We call it a rhombus. And here, this is the hexagon. Circle the shapes and then color. Now for the next page. Again, use a concrete model. Use 2 pattern blocks, only 2, to make the shapes. Draw a line to show your model. Color the shapes and then circle the blocks that you used. Here, where can you put the line to divide this shape into 2 different shapes that you can use them to make it? Well, I can use, here I can see a triangle, or I can put my line here. It's up to you, but for me I'm gonna put my line here. If I put the line here, I can see a triangle and a rhombus. So circle the triangle and the rhombus. For the next shape, where can we put the line to see what 2 concrete models, what 2 pattern blocks we used to build this shape? I can put it here. Wonderful. Now I have this shape. Where's the shape? The trapezoid. Wonderful. And this shape? The rhombus. Wonderful. For the next question, question number 5, we have a triangle. How can we divide a triangle? Or how can we use 2 different shapes to make a triangle? This one is not easy. But if you think about it, you can make a line in the middle here and make a smaller triangle. When you make the smaller triangle, what other shape you made here? Excellent, the trapezoid. Circle the triangle and the trapezoid. In question number 6, this is a long trapezoid. We want to make only 2 shapes inside this shape. I want to use 2 pattern blocks to make this trapezoid. Well, I can put my line here. When I put it here, I made 2 shapes. This shape is the rhombus, and this shape here is another trapezoid but smaller. Now for this shape, question number 7, they don't want me to make only 2 shapes inside this shape. They want me to use 3 pattern blocks to make the shape. So we want to draw lines, not only 1, but more than 1, to show our model and make 3 different pattern blocks. Not necessarily different, but 3. Now, after you draw the lines, you're going to color the shapes and circle the blocks that you used. Obviously, you can put the first line here. When you put it here, you only have 2 blocks, a hexagon and a trapezoid. But they don't want 2 patterns blocks only. They want 3. So I have to put another line. For me, I thought about putting the line here. When I divide the hexagon into 2 parts, now I have 3 trapezoids. So, how many shapes did I use? I used 3. All of them are trapezoids, but they are 3. So, I'm going to circle the shapes that I used. I used only trapezoid. Of course, you can put the lines in different ways. If you have another way of answering and you don't want to follow my way, you can put the lines and then take a picture, send it to me for checking. Now the next page. Make this shape. Use the number of pattern blocks listed in the exercise and write how many of each block you used. So we can use triangles, rhombuses, trapezoids, or hexagons to make this shape. In the first question, question number 8, they want me to use 3 blocks. So I'm not going to put more than 2 lines this time to divide my shape into 3 blocks. I'm going to start with this line here. How many blocks I have now? Only 2. No, I want 3. So I'm gonna put another line. I'm gonna put this line. Wonderful. Now, how many triangles? You can see. 2. I found 2 triangles. What is this shape? A hexagon. Very good. So 1 hexagon. Only 3 blocks. Did we use rhombuses? No. Did we use trapezoids? Again, no. So 0 and 0. Now, for you, maybe you have another way of doing it. I'm gonna put the shape again. Maybe you can put this line again, but this time 1 line here. Now you used a rhombus here and 2 trapezoids. So, again, three different blocks. You can choose your own way. For me, I chose this way. That's why I wrote these numbers. If you chose this way, remember to change the numbers. Now, in question number 9, we're going to use 5 blocks. So we're going to divide the big shape into 5 smaller blocks. Let's see. This is the shape again. Now I'm gonna divide it into 5 blocks. I'm gonna put the first line again, because it's very obvious. Then I'm gonna divide it from here. How many now I made? 3. I want more. I'm gonna put another line here. How many now? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want more. I want 5. So I'm gonna divide the last piece into 2 again. I'm gonna put a line here. How many shapes I have now? Yes, I have 5 blocks. What are they? Well, I used 3 triangles, 1 rhombus, and 1 trapezoid. But no more hexagons, so 0 hexagons. This is the shape again. Now for question number 10, we're going to use 7 blocks. So I'm going to draw lines inside the shape to make 7 blocks. Count while drawing. Now I have 2 blocks. Now 3 blocks. Now, wait, I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want 7 blocks, so I'm gonna add more lines. Here. Can we count now? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very good. Now how many of each shape did we use? We used 6 triangles inside the hexagon. Wonderful. And 1 rhombus. Do we have any trapezoids? No, 0. Any hexagons? Nope, 0. Now for the last question number 11, they say use 8 blocks. Where can I put 1 more line? Excellent! Here. Divide the rhombus into 2 triangles. So if I added this line, how many triangles I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 triangles. How many rhombuses? 0. Trapezoids? 0. Hexagons? Again, 0. Very good. The last question. Question number 12. Use 4 pattern blocks this time to make the shape. Draw and color to show the blocks that you used. I do have hexagon here. So when I put my line, I'm gonna show you 2 blocks, but I want to show you 4. I'm gonna put more lines here maybe. How many now? 3. Okay, one more. Where can I add 1 more? I can make a small triangle. Here, maybe. Now there are 4. What are my shapes? A triangle, a rhombus, and 2 trapezoids. Do I have any hexagons? Nope. You want to do it differently? Of course you can. Here, I'm gonna show you another way. If you put the line here, and then the second line here, and the third line here, now you have 4 different blocks. This is the first one, this is second, third, and fourth. We have 4 pattern blocks. What are they? Hexagon and triangles only. In my shape, I have trapezoids, triangles, and rhombuses. If you chose this shape, circle only hexagons and triangles. But for me, I chose this shape here.